What's up, people? It's your boy Rico, the gearhead here, with wisdom here to feed your ever thirsty minds. Now you know how we do. If you're new here, hello and welcome to the #1 channel in East and Central Africa that brings you fun-packed, epic, and informative motorcycle content many have come to love. Do consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell so that you're updated whenever we post a new video. If you're seeing this, it's probably a Tuesday or a Wednesday. This is due to some internet issues, but it's being sorted out. However, I do digress. Today we'll be covering a very controversial topic. Such skills will not only help you when you're buying a bike, but also in other aspects of life. Kind of a rhyme there, ain't it? So today we'll be looking at ways, or rather signs, to identify a con artist. These are people who have perfected the art of swindling you out of your precious hard-earned coin. Now, bikes are not cheap to have, or neither are they to maintain. Hence, you should be very wary of your money whenever it comes to spending it. Now, they might try to con you out of a bike, a car, or an item worth buying. At the end of the day, all they want is what's in your pocket. So let's start with the places you are likely to find them. Number one, you'll find them in some crazy shady selling website. For example, we do have OLX. Not the old OLX, the new one. Even though the old one did have some crazy stuff, but not as to the extent of the new one. This started out as a good eBay-like website, but now it has dwindled and crept into the dark corners of the internet. You will find the most crazy and shady deals in here. I once saw a Honda CBR 250 going for around 100k, but if you look, that bike is worth around 450 to something k. It's more than 100. You'd be a fool to fall for such kind of trickery if you don't know the worth of such bikes. The second place you're likely to find them is from crazy unestablished Facebook pages and Facebook people. We've had some pages on these Facebook streets where they've come to change their names quite often in order to confuse people. They know themselves and they went quite dark after being discovered. But I do digress, and this is, however, is a disclaimer. These are not my opinions, but those with whom I've talked to about and also I've read on forums. Don't worry, I'm here to enlighten you so that you don't fall victim to such. Now, so how do you even identify one? Now, that is very easy if you know what to look for. Number one is that they are very engaging to a point that it becomes quite weird. They will try to keep you talking so as to squeeze out information about yourself from you. For example, they will try to know your current location, the type of budget that you have, such and such and such. They would also try to convince you of how genuine they are. They will even go to an extent of sending you pictures of the item, well, in this case would be the bike you want most. They'll try to make you desperate and play with your mind, and at most they will try to feed your ego to a point that they use a very crazy play card of all, and that is religion. Some of you have come across a certain company of which I've forgotten the name, but they do have a person or a salesperson that uses Islam to trick people into authenticating their business. Be very cautious of that. Take control of your emotions, as they could be the #1 factor that could lead you into problems. Number two we have is that they don't have a specific place of office or work area, in case maybe even a workshop, but this may differ if it's a one-on-one sale. In that case, you should always have someone who is well conversant with such, as it will help you more and give you an extra coat of security. Please refer to my video of things to consider when buying your first bike. It will give more enlightenment onto this very much topic. They may even send you to a location that is very far from you, as they know the likelihood of you going there is very minimal. Remember when I say that they're trying to squeeze information out of you, this is to know whether if they can pull out the second trick on you. But sometimes they do slip and tell you of the exact location, and if you try to visit them, they just disappear into thin air. They're no longer the mteja or stuff. They're nowhere to be found. If in case you do agree on a location to do a transaction, I'd recommend it to do in a public area of your choosing. Never go alone. That has also a lot of people and possibly has police patrol around. Number three we do have is the use of deposits of half the amount or more in order to secure the bike from being sold. And they do try to tell you that the payment is you can have it in as flexible installments as per your choosing. Now there are very few companies, just to give one example is Better Mobility, that give out installments, and if so, a third party must be involved, also known as the bank, and there must be security measures in place, such as the installment of trackers, of course at a fee, and in order for you to have the bike and continue to pay by installments. It's not according to your terms, but they're their terms. They come to you offering a very flexible installment plan of your choosing, and it can stretch as far as 3 years. They even send you an invoice with your email account with pictures and everything. But in order for this to work, you must pay an initial deposit of half or even more in order to book your bike from being sold, after which the bike will be sent to you. I speak all of this out of experience. It's not something that I've made up, so that should be a huge red flag. Avoid. Do not make any transaction without having physical proof and seeing and verifying that the bike is there and also its documents. Number 4 is that they have little to no track record of any previous transactions. Most of these con artists have businesses that have legitimate website and email services, and they are quite registered when it comes to the Kenyan government. They are well registered, and you can tell that they really took some time and money to pull it off. I do recall an incident whereby there was a certain company under the name of Cape Suppliers Limited that conned a legitimate, internationally established motorcycle dealership, KTM Kenya, a brand new KTM Duke 200, which was worth around 804,000 Kenyan shillings. These guys were crazy enough, and immediately they got into the possession of the bike, they disappeared into thin air. Their numbers were untraceable and unreachable, and it goes to show that these people are real masterminds. They're not afraid to attack whoever they target. If they do spot a weakness, they will exploit it. I have been conned before, and I think I lost about 30,000 Kenya shillings, but I was able to get it back thanks to the help of the police. So what happens if perhaps it's too late? First things first, you have to go to the nearest, biggest police station branch near you. Do not wait for anything. If it's around in the evening, you should go early in the morning the next day. If you're in Nairobi, go to Central Police Station or go to where you're likely to get help. I'll give you the reason why in a short while. Get a statement and ask to talk to the inspector or whoever is handling your case. It might help your case, and of course, well, for me, it did help mine. Give all the information you have, from the number, the invoices, the transaction receipts, the M-Pesa or bank statements. Do not hold back, as such information is vital for the pursuit of these people. Second thing is that you should keep tabs on the police. Befriend the inspector or whoever is handling your case in order to and ask them to keep you updated. Chances are you are not the only one who reported there, hence the use of a big police station. If there are a lot of cases reported, they will look into it. Hopefully after that it becomes a waiting game. You might get some of your money back, but hey, it's better than nothing, right? I did post this question in our Facebook group, AMD, and someone asked me to look into Ugandan bikes. This is a very tricky topic to cover. I do intend to do a lot of research on it and talk things with facts and not on a who said what basis. Anyway, that's it for this video. Was there anything that I might have left out? And did you like it? And if you did, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't. Remember, we post new episodes every Monday and Friday. Well, at least we try, but nonetheless, we do have 2 new episodes every week. Thank you so much for watching. We are growing steadily. Right now, I think we're at 222 subscribers. Really? In a month? That's crazy. Anyway, we are about to announce the start of our next giveaway in a few weeks. I will put out a poll on what you guys think our next giveaway should be. Apart from that, anyway, guys, ride safe, stay safe. More videos and reviews coming your way. And until next time, I will see you in the next one. Peace.